Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode is brought to you at 9:24 p.m., but there's a twist. What's the twist, you're gonna ask me? Oh, it's 9:24 p.m. on Monday. Yeah, I'm doing two episodes today. Why? I don't really know. Like, I recorded yesterday's episode already, and it's an hour before stream. I've turned in all my projects. I don't feel like playing another game of TFT, so I'm just gonna record Monster Train, I guess. This is kind of just like this is what I do when I want to feel productive, but don't have anything to really do. Just play a game of Monster Train. Why not? I would have recorded Darkest Dungeon for you sometime this week and had it up on Thursday like I had wanted to. However, I have a run outstanding for stream, and I can't make a second save file or anything like that. So sadly, I am limited by Darkest Dungeons. Like I, the answer is to stream that game for 6 hours in a day, and I don't want to do that at all. I don't want to do that. So sadly, Darkest Dungeon is going to be on hold. I've been thinking about breaking out like Griftlands. Honestly, I've been thinking about playing that, but I don't know. Oh, you know what's coming out? There's two things coming up that I want to tell you about. One is there's a big Stone Shard update. I covered Stone Shard like a year ago on this channel, like last summer. There's a Stone Shard update coming out in 3 days for me, which would be tomorrow for you. And there's also the Ultimate Edition of a game called Guild of Dungeoneering, I think it was. I streamed this game when I originally started streaming, not in 2019, but like in 2015. I played a little bit of it. It's pretty fun, so I'll probably check those games out. Probably do like a little campaign of Stone Shard and uh probably do like a first look of Guild of Dungeoneering's Ultimate Edition. So those are things that are exciting and coming up. Otherwise, let's play Monster Train, shall we? I think we shall. Who are we today? It's Umbra, I think. I haven't recorded multiple videos of Monster Train in a single day since I went on vacation in May. It's been a while, but I got the time, so why not? What should I ask you today? Great question. Much like yesterday's great question. Today's great question. I want to talk about phones today. I feel like most people have a phone, and maybe I've talked about phones in the past, but I want to know what type of phone you have, and really I want to know how often do you upgrade your phone? Because when I was in high school, I had an iPhone 4, and I had that throughout all of high school. It died on me, and then I got a new iPhone 4. Like, I just got one secondhand off of Amazon or eBay or something. And then when that one finally went, I upgraded to a 6. I tend to be a few generations behind, basically. I dropped my 6 recently. I never use cases, and I shattered the screen. And I was going to upgrade to a new one, but I just haven't felt like it yet. So I just had an old phone. Like I tend to upgrade when they stop supporting your phone. Like I can't download anything new on my phone because it's obsolete. So that's when I tend to upgrade. I've been thinking about switching though to like Samsung or something. So let me know what kind of phone you use. Give me the details. Let's hear it. And also, let's hear you liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm gonna listen. All right, good job. Today is Umbra, Exile, Wurmkin. Not too bad. It's Rage Talos, Arcus, Darkness, Sap Seraph, Perils Hosting Kin, Engine Upgrade. This is a good starter. What did I think I played Glutton last time. Yeah, we played Glutton and we played Shadow Eater, I'm pretty sure. Dun Echo versus Mine Horde. I'm pretty confident in Dun Echo as the option, so I'm going to click it. And then... Right, so we played Glutton last time. I don't feel great about Glutton here. I'd rather play Monstrous today, so I'm gonna play Monstrous today. Maybe we can play like a Void Binding idea. That'd be fun. It's been Sap Seraph a lot lately, hasn't it? I'm going to not take this money. Maybe I should. How bad could it be? We're Trampled Penumbra, it's fine. It's only 10 packed shards. I just have to be careful not to take much more. Like, I don't take this invasion trial for sure here. Yeah, for sure we don't take the invasion trial. If I hadn't taken the pack shards, I would still not take this invasion trial because it's way too scary, but I'd think about it a little more before saying no. Okay, let's not make a misplay alert. The amount of fear I will experience in this combat is going to be directly proportional to the number of lifesteal morsels this game deigns to give me. Maybe 2? It's okay. And no reason to miss the collector here. I have no real reason to play engine upgrades, so I should just pick enemies off, I think. Although, but we pick enemies off from this second wave because this wave is always going to be cleared by the lifesteal. There's no reason to chump block there. Maybe I hold the hosting kins even. I don't know. Nah. I mean, Penumbra's definitely going to 1v1 this boss with 32 HP. Oh yeah, and the lifesteal morsel, 100%. Alright, nice and easy first combat. Would have been nice if it wasn't an invasion trial, but the invasion trial is likely to just one-shot Penumbra, and then you go, damn, it's a shame. Let's name a few cards I want to see here. Immortal Trade. That's all of them. That's every card. I want to see Immortal Trade. Let's go. So now I have to backpedal because I'm probably gonna pick Mind Collapse here. I want to pick up another ping that's purple basically, and Mind Collapse is always good. But Immortal Trade is really strong here though. You know what? No, I'm gonna take Immortal Trade. Didn't even talk about Prismal Dust. It's also there. I'm picking Echo Transfer. The end. Wonder if I could play this run and super stack Penumbra. I'd need to see Furnace Tap. If I see Furnace Tap, maybe we play like all-in Penumbra line. I haven't played it in a while, usually because it loses. Got quick damage, shield 3 and +3 per echo. These are definitely 2 units. This is exceptionally 2 units. Yeah, I don't want these. Like, I can maybe talk myself into picking Bog Chrysalis for the next fight. Yeah, let's take Bog Chrysalis for the next fight. It's fine. And we'll give it like damage shield 3 so it acts as a cool tank. And we'll move on with our day. No intrinsic. The only card I would take here, or the only upgrade I would take here is intrinsic. If I'm playing playing super stack Penumbra is awkward for sure. Let's go see this fight. I'll hold my money and we'll sit on our hands for a little bit. This is a very frightening aggressive amulet. I do need to see a unit though that is playable, but like I guess I can play the Bog Egg. Maybe I shouldn't slam damage shield 3 on it, but it's like putting a +25 on it really. So I don't know. I have a strong feeling towards playing Bog Chrysalis behind Penumbra here. I lose the ability to give Penumbra morsels, though maybe I put it in front. You know, let's put it in front. Then engine upgrade here, I guess. So the main hypothesis here is that I'm going to be okay in this fight because I have Echo Break. I'd also like to hatch this egg, but I want it to get hit a little bit first. So I don't want to hatch it too quickly, right? I want to hatch it like... I want to take 1 here, 2 here. So I want to hatch it after this wave. Because we go... Okay, so we go Shade Splitter, and then we Echo Break, and then we Hosting Kin. The meek shall inherit... Or sorry, the meep shall inherit the earth. And so now I want to hatch after these 2 hits happen. But we don't want to hatch right now. I want to play 1, 2. Would also like to maybe not take like 20-something damage here, right? And it's also something worth considering is how do I stop this damage? You're doing 10 carry through damage right now. So I can maybe get this down to 6 damage taken. Immortal Trading here is half wasted, so I'm not going to bother with it as well. 16 puts you at 32.26. Need to play 1 Echo Break up here. And then 2 on the bottom 4, I guess. I'm just gonna take 12, I suppose. I guess actually 6 damage here does carry 6 damage through. Yeah, that makes me only take 6. Cool. I have to play 1 up here so this thing hatches. And then I go like 1, 2. Yeah, so if I get out of this combat with the trial only doing 6 to me, that is absolutely fine. This thing goes there. Oh, I don't have the echoes for echo transfer. It doesn't matter because I have this damage shield 3. Like, the main idea with damage shield 3 on the egg is that it makes Penumbra win this fight without a doubt. Penumbra beats this guy up because he has 7 chump blocker hits. Or no, 6, 8. 8 hits because 3 damage shield on both. This is Immortal Trade again, but do I want it the second time? Honestly, maybe. Prismal Dust isn't bad. I want to pick a purple card here, potentially. Want to pick a purple card here, potentially. Replace card with a P word? Immortal Trade, you could just call for... Packed Morsels is a good card if I pick up a Gorger of some sort, right? And is it out of the question? Nah, not really. I could see myself playing like Alloyed Construct here if they show it. So let's pick Pack Morsels as a just in case. It's also nice and purple. Echo Infusion, but it's purple. Very good. Yeah, I can see myself playing Alloyed Construct here. He's fine, and we have a support network to keep Penumbra alive while my man here scales. Looking at that magic shop, though, I would really like to play Holdover Perils on this run because I feel like another idea is supercharging Penumbra, right? And Holdover Perils enables that. So I think I want to go left here, but I go without a steel shop for a while, but this is... you look ahead and then all of a sudden it makes a lot of sense to go to the magic shop since we are without a magic shop for 2 rings. So we can go to steel shop here. Yeah. A lot of these seeds lately where the magic shops are very sparse. Yeah, so I'm gonna play Holdover Perils. If it's intrinsic or it's spell chain, I don't really mind. I should look at something else here, right? Put a -1 on Shade Splitter, I suppose. Let me go look at the caverns. ×5 Holdover Perils is bad. The end. Yeah, that's it. It's just bad. ×1 Allied Construct is okay, right? It is acceptable because I get to have Allied Construct going into the temple. However, if I decide I want to go Allied Construct, I can see him here, I can see him at the Umbra banner here. I'm not losing too much by going right. In fact, I want to go right. So what am I going to duplicate? I don't hate duplicating Perils because it's 6, that's like 6 rage per turn. It's old Ritual Battle plus 6 energy. If I need the card draw, I can always stop playing one of the Perils. That is the hypothesis, right? An alternative idea is to duplicate like Pack Morsels, but I'm doing it. We're going Perils. Give me 2 Holdover Perils. The end. Send it. I could buy money or take money for 10 pack shards here. How bad is it? Probably fine. It's nice to stockpile a bunch of money before we go here. However, I'm not going to do it because I would like to stay under 40 packed shards for this fight. So, and assuming I infuse in the next combat, you know, you see where I'm going with that. Am I playing towards Penumbra in this fight? It's just a shame because... No, I can keep it alive. Okay. We're gonna play for Penumbra in this fight. I'm gonna play... I have to play in bottom 4 then. Which is fine. And then I just have to draw something to keep him alive. I keep the Bog Chrysalis alive. I have to draw some answer. But it's good to not take Ember Drain here. Yeah. Let's pop out here for Penumbra. He's not having a great day. I might actually want to play Allied Construct on the middle floor right now. So he gets fueled up. And I can, like, he's gonna take 9 up here. I'm gonna play in middle floor. No, I don't really like it. But I want to play Echo Break. And I don't want this man to take 9. But this is a really hard combat to navigate, actually. As I'm starting to look at it here, this is a hard one to work out. I fear. Like, what I want to play is Echo Break, Echo... Okay, I'm gonna do this. Echo Break, Echo Transfer, Penumbra, and then Allied Construct goes up here. He'll get Lifesteal eventually, I'm sure. I just feed her 25, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna play towards Penumbra here, actually. Yeah, let's see what we get. Damage shield. I think damage shielding him is good because we're about to take the 4 Clergyman wave. He's definitely about to get clapped. We go Morsel here, Morsel up here. I'm gonna defend this lifesteal so I don't feed 25 randomly. And it should be okay. Yeah, so ideally I pull something to keep Penumbra alive here. Sadly, I do not. So the idea of Penumbra taking this run over for me is gone. That's a little frightening, I gotta tell you. Not my favorite thing to see here, but I got, what, a Mortal Trade coming up? As soon as I get a Mortal Trade down, this guy's probably okay. Assuming I draw a Mortal Trade next turn, it should be alright. Can't play Train Steward anywhere. Go to 4 on both floors, I guess. I think it should be okay. There's a world, if I lose this fight, I replay it, and I want to play it with a number top floor, and I just kind of let Allied Construct exist. 10, 15, 20. It would be fine if I do this. My man has no fuel, though. Like, it's a real problem. However, we did take pack morsels for the fuel infusion. The infusion, if you will. You may not, but I will. It's 3. I need to not play this Perils again, because I need to draw morsels now. He doesn't need to go for many rounds against Talos, but he needs to go for enough rounds against Talos, right? 3 is probably not enough right now, but I'm confident in Monster Train to not do me dirty here. Yeah, I think 2's good enough. I think 2 is enough. Alright. It was a pretty close fight, I would say. I mean, realistically, if she walks up at 200, she has to walk up at like, what, just walk up at like 160 to kill me. But it was a scary fight, I won't lie to you. I was a little afraid, but we get there. I take Furnace Tap here, and I want to try pivoting into Penumbra solo carry. Overgorger. In this economy? Yeah, it's for me Overgorger? Have you seen the stonk market? What the hell? I'm not gonna play it. I don't think it's good. I think it's pretty bad, really. I want to play... I think I want to play Space Draw on this run. And I'll take Draw first, right? I know it makes it so I can't play Bog Chrysalis in front of Penumbra, but this was a pretty temporary idea. Penumbra gets to a health point, like, now, where he doesn't need Bog Chrysalis. I feel like if I thin this deck down quite a bit now, we should be winning. Like, I can toss this out, even. Well, let me look at Penumbra's health bar. It's 50? That's not that good. I think it's fine. He shouldn't get one shot, right? Morsel Master, I'm okay. You got a Value Stone for me here? Oh, that's big money. Okay, so we're gonna Value Stone Furnace Tap and throw as many of this card into my deck as I can fit. And I'm going to put them all on Trample Penumbra, and Trample Penumbra is going to win me this run. That's the entire game plan summed up for you right now. The biggest mistake I can make in this run is not taking space after Arcus. So I'm going to say that now, so that if I do forget, you can go, haha, very funny, laugh at the fool. Unless I see Mind Jacks, in which case I'm going to probably play mid-floor. But that's all circumstantial. Right. I maybe even wanted to remove Allied Construct there. I'm scared, but he's pretty worthless right now. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. This is a bad fight. Why is this a bad fight? I really want to play Allied Construct middle floor here, but I cannot, or I can, but he's just worthless, right? He doesn't do anything. So it's a shame. He'll get to do something here. Probably. Yeah, he'll do fine. He's just gonna, his goal currently is to soften up the incoming waves for Penumbra, and these two morsels are here to catch Collector. He's gonna soften up the waves after this one. Penumbra actually solos the first wave, though. And yeah, what I need to work on now is I want to thin out the waves, and I want to find... Like, I need to thin the deck down so that Penumbra has survivability right now. I need him to have lifesteal on demand, basically. Which is going to happen by me removing, like, every card from this deck, is the idea. And the morsels did it. Good job, boys. I don't think I'm going to be retiring them. I mean, now Penumbra's very strong, right? You got 100 times 2 up here. We also have the Echo Transfer to give him a little boost. Give him a little help. I don't want to kill the haste. I think that this is the last wave, but I'm gonna not find out. Our boy down here did 50 to help out too. Good work, Allied Construct. It's not enough to save you from the chopping block, but good job nonetheless, buddy. Fill out my echoes. I have a second one of this card, that's right. I really just have a lot to remove now. Only died by 1, unlucky. But 149 times 3 is pretty strong. The real shame is that I can't take double draw because of Monstrous, but that's alright. Void Binding is a big hit. This is a payoff card. This is one of the cards we're playing this run like this for. You could make a case for Soul Crushing Guilt, but I think I need to thin this deck down. I need to take good survivability options. I said I was going to fit as many Furnace Taps into my deck as possible, but I think that might not be the case. Let's go left. A really strong hit here. Like, all of our good hits now are relics. Mind Jacks. What's the other one? Chain of Gems, and the Lifesteal 2 one that I can never remember the name of. Okay, these are none of those. That's okay. I'm also going to take the relic in the middle. Cheater's Hand isn't bad. Cheater's Hand's actually really, really good, because I can hold the Lifesteal for maximum value as long as I think about it. Oh my god, it's +1 space. Oh baby, I get to take double draw. That's value. It's also really good to take this now, because I can use morsels to buffer some damage while we're getting ourselves set up here. Really, really good event. No surprise there. This might be a deck that wants to just see all of the events. I should look at the temples. Okay, we got 2. I have to be cognizant of how many temples are left as well here. Spell Shield 2 does very little. The only thing that's really scary is if the Clip Guardian on wave 2 is infused. If he's infused, I could get hit here. But I'm ready to slam this shit. Yeah, I guess actually, you want to hold over... Hang on, how does this work? I always forget how Allied Construct works here. Put Shade Splitter up here, put Echo Transfer up here. I think I could even hold the Perils, but I'm gonna hold it over. Does he have a few? He has a few going into next round, right? Yeah, okay. He gets to take 2 swings. Our infusion luck was not bad, and this is where we hold over Immortal Trade, basically. We have fake holdover on it. It just sits here, ready to go. Yeah, I'm gonna feed up here. I'm actually gonna throw... No, it doesn't do anything. Okay. I'm gonna have a double Echo Break there. I want to stock up on Echoes on the top floor, I think is my best idea. Yeah, now that I think about it a little more, I don't feel like I really need... Hold on, Mortal Trade over. I don't feel like I really need another Furnace Tap. I feel like I just need the supporting cards for the deck now. Which are the Ember Drain cards. The full Ember Drain build is what we're playing. And what does he take here? Takes 24. You want to wait one more round, I think, before you Immortal Trade. It might even be right to just wait until we recycle the deck. He one-shots this wave. Wow. It's all survivability. I should have actually played this Lifesteal Morsel. I did not identify that it was a Lifesteal Morsel. That's why I did not. And I'm not going to hold over both perils. It actually might just be wrong to have two holdover perils. It seems cool because you get a lot of rage, but I need to hit survivability more than offense. My offense is in Furnace Tap. 18. The problem with Immortal Trading now is he goes through it all, right? He just uses it all up. I could get quick on this champion. Ooh, buddy. Let's save him full health. And I guess, right? No, wait, moving this enemy to the back. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. We're not quick. It makes no difference. They don't attack. I just had a second there where I went, wait, is this really bad? No, it's fine. I think I need to play Immortal Trade now, right? This is 36 and this is 36, yeah. He needs to play Immortal Trade now. I actually messed up. I should have played it last turn so that I would be able to reshuffle it. It should be okay. 66 HP? It's probably fine. Hope I don't lose off of that margin. I think it's okay. He's 150 times 3s. He needs to go like 2 rounds, basically. A Lifesteal Morsel would go a long way as well. Oh, he has 3 Lifesteal. Oh yeah, because he one-shots them, of course. But it doesn't matter because he has 3 attacks, right? He's gonna eat all that Lifesteal up. Alright. I should have played this Immortal Trade. You good? You're good. I felt like this was gonna be a loss, but I guess I just didn't do my math correctly. There you go. Yeah, having 3, maybe I need to look at the... There's 2 ideas here, basically. I don't want either or any of these. Gem Trove, Cave, and Grovel not too good here. Return Soul isn't bad. It lets me pull back a card in a critical timing. Ancient Resonance is also okay. Just wipe out a backline is decent. This is a great target for +10 piercing as well, so I'm gonna take it. I have 31 cards in the deck, but I'm also sitting on a lot of money. So, Arcus is the one that I really need to think about. So what do I think about Arcus? Great question. I think that if I go left and hit double stack, that is my ideal. But if I miss double... so if I go left, I can see double stack or holdover, which are both completely winning, right? Holdover, Immortal Trade, or double stack, Immortal Trade are just complete winning lines. Yeah, so I feel like I just go over here. I have to see exactly Permafrost, Remove, Consume for this to be wrong. And if that's the case, like, I think you look for it. Yeah, okay. Now, the holdover is interesting. I think it is holdover Immortal Trade. If I'm worried about damage, I can do holdover Void Binding, but I'm not worried about damage, I don't think. Because we have 2 Furnace Taps, and I can take a 3rd if I'm worried about it. Immortal Trade basically says, if I hold this card over, he has to take his entire health bar in a single turn. Which can happen on the Divinity, I guess? Let me take a look at the Temple first. +10 piercing. You can do holdover Spell Chain. I think in this case... +10 piercing here. I think in this case I'm supposed to go holdover Spell Chain Void Binding, or preferably holdover double stack, but I think I'm supposed to go Void Binding for my survivability idea here, basically. After thinking about it a little bit, I think I'm supposed to go Void Binding. Because he can get one shot on the Divinity, Penumbra. I'll put a -1 on Ancient Resonance, and I don't need a +10 on anything. So if there is a double stack here, there's not, it's fine. I can take the Spell Chain, and it's okay. I'll go ahead and remove 2 here. The Void Binding's also better on Arcus, right? It's worse on waves, but it's better for bosses because of multi-strike. I can give you some higher health. Oh, wing technology. That's fine. Doesn't do anything too crazy, but, you know, for 10 higher health, why not? So, I am going to do Spell Chain on Void Binding. This is 3 energy per turn, but I have double perils, so I can give up the extra, like, giving up 2 draw for, what is it, it's 4 damage shield per turn should be plenty. Because I'll also have I'll have the lifesteal on standby, and I'll just watch when I'm about to roll over. I think that this is winning. This should be winning, anyway. Care about days. Alloyed Construct still in this run. I forgot about him. Sorry, buddy. Immortal Trade's going away. Sorry, man. I didn't know you were still here. I forgot you existed. My mistake. A shame that I don't... I mean, I guess I could just leave that wave alive. Oh, another thing that we can find on this run, by the way, is Light Skip. As is often the case, Light Skip is very good in this run. I think that it's fine for me to just play Void Binding when I draw it, because what else am I gonna play? Obviously I can't play the second Void Binding, but like, what am I gonna pay energy for? Nothing. Save my man. Save my man. He's not going out like this, buddy. Not today, boss. Maybe today, boss. Okay, remember I have to keep holding over Immortal Trade. Not today, buddy. Oh, but I do lose the ability to play Void Binding. That's fine. I'll just have to draw back into it, basically. Oh, that's really bad, actually. You can't shard? That can really mess me up. Because if it makes perils cost 1 more, it's really bad. Go play the Shade Splitter off the floor. Hang in there, boss. I'm saving you. Might as well do the damage, right? It doesn't matter who you hit on these floors because of trample. It's just a collective floor HP number. Having both perils be at the bottom of the deck is not very good, but ideally I will... ideally, when I play this deck out, I'm going to pull an intrinsic from the next temple, right? That's the optimal. I need to not play both perils here, also. Yeah, because I need to get back around to my damage shield card. It's a little late. I think I want to play Immortal Trade here. Nah, it's fine. I'd rather top him off. I think I play it next turn. Pretty sure I play it next turn. I'm gonna play Shade Splitter here and block. Oh no, I'm gonna play Shade Splitter and take the free lifesteal. Forgot that can happen too. I can also... it's the same. Play Void Binding. Thank you, Lifesteal Morsel. Very cool. Goodbye, my friend. Right, so here's where I play Immortal Trade. I need to start playing Immortal Trade here all the time. You want to play it right before the cycle of the deck. That way you can play it multiple times, ideally. 5 lifesteal, or because Arcus is weak to damage shield as well, so it should be no problem here. Do this. Yeah. Once you start putting down 4 damage shield a turn, it's no problem. I think with lifesteal I would have been okay too on my holdover here, but maybe a little tighter. The big thing about doing the Void Binding line though is you get the damage, and the damage is going to mean more, especially once we get into Saf Seraph, which I didn't even think about until now. This is not a Shroud Spike, Echoes, or Accelerated Incubation line. I don't need space because we picked up Rail Forager's Hammer, so I will take draw again. And I need to take 15 at this temple. Or 10 and then plan to take Duplicate. Probably on like Ancient Resonance or something. Maybe Perils, but I don't have anything on it. Either way, we're going right. Allied Construct, please everyone. F in the chat. 07. Allied Construct. My man. Thank you for your service. Goodbye, my friend. Let's peep the magic shop. You got double stack for me? Don't mind if I do double stack. Can't make one of... I mean, I guess if I guarantee that I'm going to play one every turn, I could. Let's go look if there's an intrinsic. You got an intrinsic for me? You do have an intrinsic. Okay, so we intrinsic perils so we don't end up in a bad position like we did last time. I think with intrinsic perils, I could also do like Do like spell chain one furnace tap, double stack the other. You get a lot of multi-strike out of this idea. I'm gonna do it. I'm down. And you get it's 5 multi-strike now. It costs a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Taking cards to 0 cost is also good, primarily for the purple. Plus 15 is nice. It's fine. Remember, we have Railforger's Hammer, and we go Caverns. Petrified Heart is horrible. Blood for Blood is never really bad, and there's nothing to put Heartstone on in this deck, yeah. So I'll go Blood for Blood. It's almost universally right to pick Blood for Blood if the other two don't do anything for you, or if Heartless is just bad. And I want to buy another removal, but I think I just saved my money. I don't want any more holdovers, right? What would I hold over at this point? Nothing. I mean, you could hold over Immortal Trade, I guess, but that's probably overkill. After thinking that through, I still rerolled for a -1 Shade Splitter, so, you know. Take what you can get, I guess. That's right. Curses are our biggest concern, I would say. I did skip Sinner's Salve. Spell Shield 2 also doesn't matter because I don't need to ping these enemies down. And I have Piercing on my main damage spell. I'm gonna have to return a card every turn. In this position, do I play both perils? I think I do play both perils in this position. And I do want to get rid of the packed morsels as well. I play both perils because if I draw... I want to be able to play everything when I draw it all together, right? What is everything, you may ask? I guess I could be paying... I could be... Yeah, I should actually be doing this differently. I should just be holding it over with Cheater's Hand. Oh, also, I fed 24 armor. Oh well. I should be Cheater's Hand holdovering and not doing real holdover so I get the extra draw. But this is where I need it, so this is what I was holding it over for, right? To be able to play all of this. Yeah. I mean, this unit's pretty strong, I think. Hard to say. 241 times 3. Seems good, though. He gets 4 damage shield per round, and then I hold on to that, right? And I can play that in an emergency situation. I think it's enough. I can also just duplicate the damage shield at this point, and my hand can be Perils, Immortal Trade, Void Binding, right? It's maybe scary because I miss out on multi-strike sometimes, but that's something we can think about when we get there. Right now we have a 1500 damage Trample Penumbra, right? And that's good. That's just good. Now, Lifesteal has gotten a little worse, considering the circumstance here. I do need to play it to top them off, but some of these enemies are getting some hits through. And that, yeah, like, look at that. Looks pretty scary, doesn't it? I'm sure it's fine. I mean, it's 100% fine. There's no doubt it's fine. You play a Perils, you play a Void Binding, he's fine. You play another Void Binding, he's fine. And the cherry on top is you play Ancient Resonance. Haha, nice cascading armor. I have Piercing. Hehe. Ligma. Yeah, I think I do duplicate Void Binding. Survivability is not as good as I want it to be, but I don't want to duplicate Void Binding because it's so many card clicks in a turn now. You know, I'm just gonna end my turn. Get their asses, Penumbra. Penumbra kill. Could bring Cannibalize. Cannibalize is really good if I want to lose the run here. Like, if I just want to eat Penumbra, that's a really good card for that. Sadly, don't get to duplicate and go Magic Shop. I think I just go duplicate here. Removals are pretty high value, but getting a second Void Binding seems like it has to be the winning line to me. So, before I do this, let me look at the Trinket Shop. So I can see Light's Gift still. Wing Steel's good. Extra card draw doesn't hurt. Wanna show me like Golden Vault here too? Could be cool. Chain of Gems is like fine. It's maybe not worth the money, but I don't know. I'm gonna duplicate the Void Binding. Multi-strike, wow. Echo Break is probably the worst card in this deck right now. I'll get rid of it. Yeah, I think it's the worst card. And yeah, so I bought Chain of Gems and I could have bought one more removal. It gets an okay trade-off. I guess I can take, you know, I'm at 110. I may as well go to 120 for a removal here. I think it's fine. I feel pretty confident in this run, so if I lose for that, that's pretty exciting. And you get to go, haha, look at this idiot in the comments. This fucking dude threw the run going over the Pack Shard counter by 20. I would never do such a thing. Imagine being this guy. Omega. That's what you should type if I lose this run. Just in case you were wondering. Oh yeah, I have the... This is maybe actually bad because it fucks up my cheater's hand. I don't get to cheat anymore. Ancient Resonance, the scary enemy away. Yeah, whatever. Maybe I shouldn't have picked this. I don't know. I guess now it doesn't matter what I cheater's hand though, which is kind of nice. I get to turn my brain off a little bit more. Not that Void Binding runs really require that much thinking to begin with, but you know, it's tough, okay? Offering you commentary on this level, this magnitude of commentary, and playing the game, okay? Alright, look, I don't know what more you want out of me. I am playing this game at the highest level. This is a very difficult, I don't like this bit. I'm ending this bit here. Bit over. Sometimes, what I've learned in the last 2 or so years of doing content, sometimes you just bail out. Sometimes you start doing a bit and you go, you know what, this isn't a good one, and then you cut it. That's what just happened there. You witnessed it live. I processed that bit, I went, you know what, this bit sucks, and I moved on with my day. I like to imagine that we can keep it real in this way. I can tell you when I believe the bit is bad. Much like yesterday's run, I am just looking for words to say to you, because I don't want the rest of this run to be dead silence, but I also don't feel like I have enough time to go on a real tangent. So we gotta go on to a fake tangent here. Seraph's about to walk up here and kill himself. Seraph, don't do it. Seek help, buddy. Don't walk up there. Seraph, don't go in there. Seraph, no! It's like watching a horror movie. Don't go through that door. Seraph, no, the killer's up there. Killer Penumbra's up there. Freddy Penumbra. Penumbra Voorhees? No, I don't like that one either. Just Penumbra as Chucky? I don't think that one's very good. But maybe Penumbra E would be better. Who's the other killer? Michael Penumbra? This is how I imagine Cranberry comes up with his thumbnail ideas. Like now you go, that's the idea, and then you put Penumbra's face onto like Freddy Krueger's. I keep wanting to say Edward Scissorhands'. And that's not right. Like you slap Penumbra's face there and then you go boom, ship it. The people will love it. And he's right, the people do love it. I think he's onto something here. I drew all the cards that were required to survive this run early enough to be in a good enough position to survive this run, I believe. In case you're wondering the status, feeling like we're gonna win. The Divinity is down quite a bit of health at this stage for it being turn 3. He is down 1170. He might not live to the mini-boss walking up to my wave. So, moral of the story here as well, we can do a little closing run thoughts. Is it still good to play Super Ember Drain Trample Penumbra? Yeah, but this is also probably a little bit of a high roll if you want to be honest with yourselves. Like if you wanna look yourself in the mirror with 100% honesty, this is probably a little bit of a high roll. But like I played the early combats pretty well. I gave the game the respect it was due. Sure that I wasn't just gonna drop dead randomly. I was like, I made sure I took that +3 damage shield unit. Oh, he's dead. I put +3 onto the egg, and that was enough to keep my Penumbra alive long enough to make sure I didn't die to Talos. Right? Like that was good. You pat yourself on the back for the good decisions you make to sneak out of the early game, and then you high roll. And that's all there is to it. And then you high roll. Like, it's pretty free, pretty easy. Really though, it's just Void Binding. I think that, I mean, the run add an alternative line ready if I didn't see that furnace tab. I don't do this if I don't see that furnace tab. Without the furnace tab, I play Self-Infused Allied Construct and I throw like holdover onto lifesteal and I let Penumbra be a 170 health chunk, or like a 170 attack chunker, basically. But I saw the furnace tap and we went this line instead, and the void binding was just the icing on top. I think that without void binding, you probably edit this run to have holdover, maybe even echo infusion. Probably the lifesteal, but I'm not sure. There's some waves he might get popped on. Anyway, good run, GG. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.